What's up, YouTube? Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now, before we get into the videos, I want to say I appreciate everybody who hit that like button. It really helps my videos get recommended. Now, today's video, we got YB, and the whole case is finally coming to an end. Where basically the ATF agent, end up getting on the stand. He ended up saying the gun that they found in the Maybach, the FN, it looked like the same one in the picture, with YB and the jeweler. He was holding it, and then, he also ended up saying, but it didn't match the ballistics or it didn't match the serial number. So, that's kind of crazy how they still, trying to argue that. But on YB defense side, they said it's an airsoft gun, so they just trying to say it look identical, but that don't make any sense because airsoft guns are made to look identical to the real gun, and their whole case is just basically falling apart. But it is up to the jurors. So right now everything is up to the jurors. Right now the defense team for YB said they're done, like they rest their case, and the prosecutor said they rest their case, so everything is on the jurors. But even though the feds messed up in a lot of stuff and they really embarrassed themselves in the courtroom, especially with stuff like being on video and saying like they was there but they wasn't really there, and a whole lot of stuff is still in the jury hands, and I feel like YB got it, but it can go either way. But I'm gonna play out the video of the lawyer. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you think about it.
Oh man, the prosecution just rested. The judge looked at the defense. Do you have any witnesses to present? The defense said no, we rest. The case is now in the jury's hands. They have NBA YoungBoy's fate in his hands. He's facing multiple years. I would say in probably 2 to 4 hours, you're probably going to get a verdict from this jury. Maybe it'll be tomorrow, maybe it'll be next week, but I'm saying 2 to 4 hours, verdict is coming. Day 2 of the testimony is in the books. Today, I think the key there was a lot of this stuff about the jeweler. You saw my tweets. It was really irrelevant. I don't know what that was for. But anyway, the key testimony was about this police officer who was the first guy who discovers the gun in the back seat. And some of his testimony did not add up. It was not credible. He admitted himself that he told prosecutors one thing with respect to whether or not he had touched the gun or moved the gun and had gloves on. He said he didn't remember exactly. Then today on the stand, he said, oh no, I do remember. I did it the right way, which suggests that he wasn't actually testifying what he actually remembered, but more testifying what he thought would get a guy convicted. The other part of his testimony that didn't add up, so he testified that, hey, he came up to the driver's side, opened the door, looked inside, then he came to the back on the driver's side, looked inside, and he doesn't see the gun at this point. And then he said, oh yeah, then I went around the other side, and when I went around the other side, I opened the passenger back, I immediately saw the gun. The defense might have set him up because I don't know what evidence they have, but it looks like they have video showing a couple things. One, when he went to the back of the car, he should see the gun on the other side. So if he's on the driver's side back, he should see the gun on the passenger side. And the fact that he doesn't suggests that the gun was not out in plain view. If it was, he would have seen it. The other thing, I don't know if the defense set him up on this. They asked him, hey, do you remember that before you went around to the other side, before you went around to the passenger side, you stepped away from the car and you had a whole conversation with somebody else, and then several minutes later you went around to the passenger side and then you finally found the gun? And he was like, nah, I don't remember that. Now I think they have video that shows that all that happened, which suggests, and it drives home the point, that this gun was not just out in plain view where a young boy would have seen it, which would then build the constructive possession case. If it's tucked, hidden, somebody else tucked it, hid it, he never sees it, he doesn't know, you can beat that constructive possession charge possibly.